नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो बिटिया। माई सेल्फ JVN Dr. Alka Jain, Associate Professor in the Department of Community Medicine, Faculty of Homeopathic Science in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. So the topic of today's lecture is Principles of Epidemiology. Epidemiology is the basic science of preventive and social medicines. Although ancient lineage, it made only slow progresses up to the start of 20th century. And it has evolved rapidly during the last past few decades. Its ramifications cover not only a study of disease distribution and causes, but also health and health related events occurring in human populations. Modern epidemiology has entered the most exciting phase of its evolution now. By identifying risk factors of chronic disease, evaluating treatment, modalities, and health services, it has provided new opportunities for prevention, treatment, planning, and improving the effectiveness and efficiency of health services. If we go back for a history about the epidemiology, it begins with Adam and Eve, both trying to investigate the qualities of the forbidden fruit. Now, the what is the meaning of the term epidemiology? And it is derived from the word epidemic, means epi means among, demos means people, and logos means study, which is a very old word dating back to the 3rd century BC. Now, the current interest of medical science in epidemiology has given rise to newer offshoots, such as these are the multiple branches of the epidemiology: uh, infectious epidemiology, chronic disease epidemiology, clinical epidemiology, serological epidemiology, cancer epidemiology, malaria epidemiology, neuroepidemiology, genetic, occupational, psychosocial. So these are the multiple branches of the epidemiology and so on. Definition from Hippocrates to those of the present day uh, of epidemiology, which has been given in past few years. In 1873, Parkin has described it that branch of medical science which treats epidemics. In 1927, Frost defined it as the science of the mass phenomena of infectious disease. 1934, Greenwood defined it as the study of the diseases, any disease, as a mass phenomenon. And in 1960, McMahon defined it as the study of the distribution and determinants of disease frequency in men. Now, what is the epidemiology? Is it is the basic science of preventive and social medicines, and it has evolved rapidly during the past few decades. And its ramifications covered not only study of disease distribution and causation, but also health and health related events occurring in human populations. In 1988, uh, John M. Last, which is a true epidemiologist, uh, has given the definition. It is the study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events in a specified population and the application of this study to the control of health problems. So there are the wide variety of meaning which is attached to the definition of epidemiology, and they are those which occur in epidemics to include, and those infectious disease which are endemic in nature, and more recently chronic diseases, accidents, and mental health. So epidemiology is the expression of the wide ranging subject matters that have increased from epidemics to endemics, and endemics to more recently chronic diseases or accidents and mental health. Now, in the definition, as I have told before, There are three things. First one is disease frequency. Now, what is disease frequency? It is inherent in the definition of epidemiology is measurement of frequency of disease, disability or death. Means 3D are there. First one is disease, the second one is disability and third one is death. So the measurement of 3D and summarizing this information in the form of rates and ratio. Now, the basic measures of disease frequency is a rate or ratio. These rates are essential for comparing diseases frequency in different population groups of the same population in relation to suspected causal factors. Such comparisons may yield important clues to disease etiology. This is a vital step in the development of strategy for prevention or control of health problems. Now, the second term which was used in the definition is first one is frequency, the second one is distribution. It is well known that disease is not uniformly distributed in human populations. The basic tenet of epidemiology is that the distribution of disease occurs in patterns in a community and that the patterns may lead to the generation of hypotheses about causative factors. An important function of epidemiology is to study these distribution patterns in the various subgroups of the population by time, place, and person. Now, the third one is determinants of disease. A unique feature of epidemiology is to test etiological hypotheses and identify the underlying causes of the disease. This requires the use of epidemiological principles and methods. This is the real substance of epidemiology, and this aspect of epidemiology is known as analytical epidemiology. Now, these are the aims of epidemiology. To describe, the first one is to describe the distribution and magnitude of health and disease problems in human population. Second one is to identify etiological factors in the pathogenesis of disease. The third one is to provide the data essential to the planning, implementation, and evolution of services for the prevention, control, and treatment of disease, and to the setting up of priorities among those services. The ultimate aim of epidemiology is to lead to effective actions. This is to eliminate or reduce the health problems or its consequences and to promote the health and well-being of society as a whole. So the main and most important aim of the epidemiology is to eliminate the health problems and to promote the health and well-being of society as a whole. Thank you, and I hope you understand well about this lectures. And if there is any query, please mention in the comment box. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.